Hi guys, welcome. I am Angela, I'm your Pretty Witch in the Six, and I'm here tonight for a raw chat. So just asking any questions you have about me or my gifts or how you can call upon your gifts if you have any questions like that. So welcome. Hello, welcome back. How is everyone doing this evening? Today is 369 portal opening, so it is January 11th. Hello. It is January the 11th, so 111, which is 3, and then 2022 is 6, and then 9. So it's all about manifesting. So we can always set the intent that we are manifesting. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Hi, 4NNGI3. Hi, VIBRI 686. How is everyone doing this evening? If you have any questions for me about what I do, or Sabrina, Crystal, hello, hi, Miss Moose, welcome. If you have any questions about me or what I do or how I do it, why is it a sad day today? Good evening. Hello. Hello. Why is today a sad day? Why is it a sad day? Let me know. Unload on me. This is a safe space. Miss my dog that passed away. I bet you do. But you know what? Your dog is still with you. So don't worry about that. Okay, so that's a weird question. I'm not doing readings right now. It's just a raw chat about me, what I do, or if you have any questions about spirituality or anything like that. Hello. So when it comes to me, how long have I been doing this? It's kind of a hard question. I've really been doing this my whole life, professionally for 2 years in March. Okay, so good evening from Montreal. Hello. Yeah, let me know where you guys are from with your questions and your first name so I know who I'm talking to. My question for you is, how long have you been doing this? Yes. So my whole life, 40 plus years. But professionally, not for the last year. Did you struggle when you were younger, not knowing why you knew things you did? 1,000 times. I got baptized twice, so I'm not going live with people tonight. I did, and honestly, I got baptized twice. So at 10 years old, I got baptized for the second time. And you know what? I probably was like 10 or 11 before I realized that people couldn't see the people I saw. So, it was also very scary because if I ever said, would it be funny if, or imagine if, or, that kind of stuff, it happened. And I didn't even know what I was doing or how I was doing it. It just would happen. So it wasn't until, COVID that I learned to hide it. I was always learning. I was always collecting books. Back then we didn't have internet, so you had to go to the library and you had to read everything and like memorize it. But yeah, so that is that. But it was, always feeling different. How do the rods work? So I am just the conduit between the divine and the rods. So I just hold it very loosely. So when I'm holding it, if you look and see, they're like loosey-goosey in here. Like they're like this can, you know what I mean? Like it's just in there. And so I'm holding them actually quite lightly and they just move. Right? So, once again, you do have to trust in your intuition and know, you can't ask like 100 times, and get different answers. You have to trust the universe, right? Because no matter what, you're going to be right. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, no matter what, you're right. So with us, 111 on the clock and 444. Did anybody else catch that? I didn't get to screenshot in time, but literally there's 444 likes and it was 1, and now it's 123 and 444. Sorry. That's how excited I get over magic. And when I say magic, I mean like signs and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, sorry, I'm going to turn off my other phone that I have. Oh, it is on airplane mode just in case the feed is being funny. But so the rods actually just work. The divine sends a message through me. So I'm literally just like the person holding the crystals, and if you want to scribe with crystals, you just roll it and the divine actually moves them and puts them in the position that they're doing. Okay, I did your group on Sunday. It was amazing. Oh, thank you so much for saying. Hopefully you're feeling wonderful and the detox wasn't too bad. Hello, you answered my yes or no question earlier, but I missed it. My name is Tiff. I honestly can't remember. There's so many people that go through here, but as long as it allows me to share it, I have a whole heap that I have to go. I've been kind of, well, first of all, TikTok was being weird and it wasn't letting me download the stuff after. So if I can, I will go and download that onto YouTube so you can go back. You just have to find today's date and the rough time that we did it, okay? Trisha from Saskatchewan, welcome. When there is no lockdown, do you do readings in person? So I have never really done readings in person. There's probably a handful of people or less that I've actually done in person outside of doing it not professionally. Okay. So if I'm waxing your eyebrows and something comes out, then something would come out. Like I was lasering somebody's entire body from head to toe and I could smell cigarette smoke. And then all of a sudden the messages just came through me and my head is like, stop fucking talking. And my mouth is like, blah, 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 blah. And I couldn't stop it. She was bawling and then she called me later and she's like, oh my God, my husband was bawling because everything you said was bang on. And it was about his friend who had crossed over. So he had channeled through and he was a big smoker. So, outside of that, I don't really do it in person. I actually started reading professionally during COVID because my spa got shut down and I had to do something. I'm not the type of person who's going to roll over and play, oh, woe is me, or, poo, I lost my tail. Like, oh, poo, I lost my tail. Anyways, that's my joke of people who just roll over and allow life to happen to them as opposed to for them, right? So I took it as a learning curve. What does it mean when you see 111 a lot? That means that, you're getting the angel messages. Some people, sorry, I'm not going live with people today. Sometimes, the universe is trying to give you signs and that would be one, like 1.1 on here. So you just have to be open to seeing them. And then I always tell people to Google like 111 angel message or angel meaning and whatever pops up is it. I struggle with fertility for over a year now. I have PCOS, so I just feel stuck. Okay, so my cord cutting session will be something that is incredible. I think we have potentially even a 13th person now who, after doing the cord cutting session for fertility issues, is now pregnant. So she is officially pregnant, but she's waiting just to make sure that her HCG numbers continue to go up because she is going through in vitro right now. So she hasn't even had her ultrasound yet, but she's tested positive. She's just waiting for them to double, I guess. So yeah, that's that. Manifesting too that my mom beats cancer. Yes, sending positive light and love for that. You told me I was going to have a baby boy in the summer. Currently 5 months pregnant with a boy. Congratulations. Hello. I've seen 1111 since twice a day for literally 2 weeks straight. Is the universe telling me? Yes, 100%. I'm not answering questions with my gifts. I've actually turned them off for the evening, but we're just talking spirituality if you want for that. I started uploading the lives just before Christmas because somebody's like, can you download this onto YouTube? And I was like, I don't even know if I can. And then I realized I can download these things. So I went back and I did like a few but sometimes, thank you, Sandra. I have a question. Do spirits of the person you answer, do the spirit guides also there too? Yep. When did you discover your gifts? So I've had them my entire life, which wasn't always easy, but I started using them professionally in 2020. So March of 2020. Why is your face split at a time? Split at a time. Why is your face split at time? I don't know. I don't know what that means. The best thing is when you're live. I miss the Rod chat, but glad I'm here for the Rod chat. Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Me too. What do you think about my mother, father, and grandmother all came through a person at the same. My mother, father, and grandmother all came through a person at the same. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, my phone, guys, Spirit is being crazy. Why isn't my phone charging? Oh, why is my phone not charging? All of a sudden, my battery just drained on my phone, guys. My phone is plugged in right now. I had like, I don't know. It was still not in the red. And literally, when that person was like, why is your phone... So first of all, I'm going to break up any negativity. Any negativity here. Any negativity flung at me, return to sender 3 times 3. Any negativity flung at me, return to sender 3 times 3. Any negativity flung at me, return to sender 3 times 3. Now I'm doing that, guys, because there was literally a psychic attack on me. I'm now back in the green. I swear to freaking God, I wish I could show you guys this right now. Literally, my phone, it wasn't frozen. It was literally telling me that my phone was dying. Like it was instantly going to die. I'm now back in the green. In that short period of time that it took me to do that, it did that. So that's the power. I love your perspective. Thank you. Fave metaphysical stores in Toronto. So I haven't gone too much to actual Toronto just because I live outside of Toronto. But I like, what's it called now? Oh my gosh, the Hedge Witch. I like Odyssey in Pickering. I like the Crystal Cave in South River, Ontario. I like, there's a few. I like to travel around. I like to make it a day trip. So if you know any in Toronto, that would be awesome. That my mom beats cancer. We did that already. I apologize if I'm behind here, guys. Your eyes, damn. Thank you. How do you suggest phrasing manifestations for portal cleanse? So I would just say, like there's a 369. What came to me during my live earlier was write out 3 things that you want. Okay. Then 6 ways that you're going to bring yourself closer to that. Like how you can actually imagine yourself getting there that you're going to do. And then you're going to write it out as if it's already happened. Like, I'm so grateful that XYZ, and you're going to write that out 9 times. So 369. Okay. Hi, Angela's Jetty. Can you send love to my sister-in-law? She suffered a stillborn oh my God. My heart is breaking for her. Tell her to send love to her womb, you know, for getting it this far. And I'm just sending love her way. Like, just let her know, like, it is happening. Like, my heart just broke for her. Am I the person with the fish tanks? No. You're amazing. Thank you. Do grab avoid codes work? So it's funny that you should say that. I actually have a book on that. And I want to reread it again because I read it like over a decade ago. It's very old news. But I do believe it does. I believe anything. And honestly, if I don't write something on my hand, I don't do it. So writing those things on your body, I do believe there is magic in numbers. Everything is numbers, right? So I do believe in that. 369. Oh my God. We just had 369 people on the live. Sorry, I did not mean to freak out like that. Guys, it is late. 369 was just on here right now. And we're talking about the 369, and today's the 369 portal. It's literally, and an orb just flew. Did you guys see that orb just come right through here? Today is the first, so January 11th, that's 3. 222 is 6, and then 3 and 6 is 9. Today's that portal day, and that's happening. Thank you, Queen Anne. You know all my craziness, and you're here for it, right? Do your rods work with guardian angels? They do. How do I invite spirit guides to be more present with me? So you just have to ask them. But on February the 13th, I have a Meet Your Spirit Guides hypnosis session. It is a group session. It will be done via Zoom. All you have to do is sit back and relax, and you just have to be able to imagine what I'm saying. You don't even have to be able to see it in front of you. You just have to imagine it. And I will take you to meet your spirit guides. Okay? I'm a certified master hypnotist, and on top of that, I'm a certified metaphysical hypnotist. I'm a medical medium, metaphysical hypnotist. So that allows me to channel with you to go and meet, you know, life between lives, past life regression, and meet your spirit guides, meet past loved ones. So I had a lot of people requesting to do the Meet Your Spirit Guide. So I have finally scheduled it in. So link is in my bio. Do you watch Naruto? No, I have not. Sorry. I've had this gift too my whole life until, yes, wonderful, right? Love when you go live. Your presence gives me peace. I'm glad. Sorry, not when I'm hyper like today. Feeling all this energy of this thing right now. 369 portal. What does it mean when your TV turns on by itself and like stretch, not split? Like it's like when I concentrate. So there is gifts. It could be yours or it could be somebody else. A lot of spirits like to use the energy there. Okay. So I'm not, yeah, I don't know. What was that? It's crazy, right? That thing was trippy with the phone. This is my life. Guys, it's charging all now. It wasn't charging. You saw me like take it off. Like, why isn't this working? But like, no, I do not mess. Hello, Queen Anne. I'm glitching. I'm sorry for that. I can't help that. Any negativity thrown at me, send to sender, return to sender 3 times 3. Jess wants to know, do you do any healing work on youth? My daughter is 10. Yes, I do actually. I have a almost 12-year-old, and she loves hypnosis and stuff too. Does it mean anything when you feel like somebody's just staring or watching you? Probably somebody's staring or watching you. Probably not malevolent. Otherwise, you can always tell if it's a bad feeling or a good feeling. So, Missy from Oregon, sorry. Beautiful eyes, thank you. Somebody saw the orb. Yeah, I'm Canadian. That was the weirdest thing ever. The light was so strange also, yeah. I sent a message on Insta, but thought I'd ask here too. I don't know what that is. You're amazing. What does 333 mean? I see it all the time. Always look up angel, like 333 angel message or angel number, whatever comes up at that time. And always remember what it is you're thinking about, because it will be probably an answer to that, okay? My sessions can be a mixture of anything, talking about your symptoms, like if you have lower back pain, or if you have PCOS, or if you have this, or if you have weight gain, it can go from there. It can talk your guides, my guides, your past loved ones, any other spirits that are coming through that have messages for you. I can talk to your pets. I can help you manifest. We can work with the moon. Like a session could mean anything and everything. Okay, so the 369 portal cleansing that you message, you're going to write 3 things you want to manifest, 6 ways that you are going to contribute yourself. The universe will take care of the rest to make those things come true. And then you're going to write each one out like 3 times. Like, I'm so grateful to manifest my new promotion at work. I'm so grateful to manifest, 3 times. I'm so grateful that the promotion at work allowed me to buy my new house. Write that out 3 times. And I'm so grateful that I can fill my new house that I bought with my promotion to have a house full of kids. Something like that. You'll know, do what you're called to. It is amazing. Sandra from California. How can I heal from my health, anxiety, and panic attacks? I would recommend my cord cutting session. The next one is the 23rd. So happy to see you on here tonight. Thank you. Do you read best with rods? I want to book a session. I'm going through. So I always tell people to come with like 5 to 10 questions for the rods. And usually I do that in the last minute. So you see how many I can do in a minute, right? So it doesn't take much time to do that, but a session you wouldn't even do a session of only those yes or no questions, but I barely touch them. Some people's readings, I don't use them at all. So, you got baptized twice too? So 3 questions. I don't have that on right now, but you can get 5. So it's usually 3 for 22, but I don't have that running right now. You can do 5 for 25 in a private group session, at 8 p.m. on, Thursday night. You saw the 4442. That's awesome. Oh, and reach out to me on Instagram if you're within Canada and you want to purchase anything that I have, okay? Okay, so guys, I'm sorry, I'm 99 messages behind. So get those questions in again, okay, in case I don't see it. I'm not answering questions right now. So I'm not helping with that kind of stuff. That crystal cave is a beautiful story. It actually is. They have, they're the Crystal Cave shop on TikTok if you want to go see them. Curiosa Society in Canada. I'm going to write that down. Curiosa Society in Toronto. Always looking for fun places to go, right? Good evening. What does it mean when you have a dream of someone you love that has passed, but they are mean in your dreams? That probably means that there are some unresolved issues that you may have buried that didn't get dealt with. Or maybe they're trying to push you in the right direction. I wanted to do a private session, but you only have the 13th available. Can you do tomorrow? I'm sorry, I cannot. I'm completely booked from tomorrow. And when I say that, guys, I start reading some days. Like tomorrow I start at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning. Why? Because I have clients in like Singapore and Australia. So I start at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I usually read till about 9 o'clock. Thank you. And I usually read till about 9 o'clock at night, unless I'm in the spa, and then I'm there in the evenings, but so tomorrow I'll read till 9, and then I'll probably likely be on live here after that. On Thursday night, I will actually be going live from my spa, so you'll see me at the Crystal Cave if you're in my private group session. If not, when I get home, probably at about 11 o'clock on Thursday night, I may come live if I'm not too tired. Thank you, Baby Bob. So thank you, Aaliyah, for sharing the live. Can we book a session specifically for speaking to a past loved one? You absolutely can. Just know that the resonation has to be there. So the person has to want to be here and chat with us. The person has to, and sometimes it's not always the exact person you want to come through. 90% of the time it is. But just so you know, if somebody else needs to come through more, that person will. Hello, welcome, Finance Queen. Beautiful. Thank you for thinking I'm beautiful. Am I making the right choice in my life right now? So I'm not answering questions right now. Can we have a math debate? Sure, we can if you'd like to. So I have a question. If someone is being evil towards me, is it okay to reverse it back on them? Time. So I always, when you're doing stuff like that, if someone's being mean to you unintentionally, you have to be careful when you're flinging words. Okay. So, always in my head, like any negativity flung at me, return to sender 3 times 3. That is for somebody who is doing it on purpose. But you have to understand that when you are doing that, there's also karma, right? So I'm also very conscious when I'm saying, like, that was a spell. And in that moment, I knew that it was a negative psychic attack that was coming at me, okay? My phone instantly was dying. My phone on here was glitching. The lights were changing around me, okay? That was a psychic attack, and I had to send that back right then. It's as simple as that. I rang my bell. I broke up any negative energy that was in the room right here, and I said those words, but you do have to be very, very, very careful when you are flinging words like that, okay? I do weekend readings, but those are outside of my business hours, and as such, I do charge as like an emergency session, but I do read 40 hours a week within Monday to Friday. So just so that you know, 434, actually, it's funny that you say that. 434 is my brother's birthday. And so that's the time of day he was born. So I actually screenshot that quite often. And I once again, I might be able to show you on here, on my other phone, because I do screenshot that actually quite often. I do screenshot it when I do get these numbers, guys. So I'm bound to find one here soon. Also mirror numbers I like to screenshot. 1144. Of course, now I'm not going to be able to find it, but I just screenshotted one, but it's on the phone that I'm on here, and this is my old phone. Oh, here's one. Look, no joke. Look at this, 434, my brother's birthday. Not a lie. I'm the most honest person you will ever meet, sometimes to a fault. Sunday, January 2nd, 434. And of course, manifesting, guys. Okay? Everyone has to stop thinking that money is evil or the root of evil, because it's only part of the passage. So keep those questions coming, guys. I call in Archangel Michael actually when I'm doing my healing cord cutting hypnosis session. But yeah, if that is who you want to contact, then you can, yeah. How did you get started with all these certifications? Do you do this full time? So I actually do this full time now. And I started years ago. Like, I have been a master hypnotist for 6 years and didn't start doing hypnosis on people in real life outside of practice and my friends or for money until March of 2020. So I'm also a Reiki master. I am a certified aromatherapist. I've done that twice. I am certified in access bars. I'm certified in facial reflexology. I'm certified in, and I have a degree in psychology. So when I'm doing things, I'm also looking at it from I'm not judging, because I find like a lot of times psychologists and stuff like that are judging you. But I do have knowledge of what different things mean, and then I put them to spiritual things, right? Like I think multiple personalities is actually entity attachments. So when I'm doing my hypnosis, I'm certified in spirit and entity attachment, like release. So I bet you miss your mom. I'm sorry. How did you get started with all this full time? We did that. I will pray sending love to your brother who's in the hospital. 5 a.m. Ouch. I know it sucks. How do you know if you have blocks in your life? You'll just know because it seems like you're having bad luck. It will seem like nothing is going right. It will seem like, the things that you're trying to achieve aren't happening. Like you're not losing the weight. You're not getting the job. You're not getting pregnant. You're not, like it's for a reason. I do health readings. Yes. She goes, and I know Miss Ann, I'm like, I'll squeeze you in right here. It's like 7:00 in the morning for her and she's having a session done, right? How did you get started? Oh, we did that already. I want to see your shop. So it's not, my spa. Yeah. I think I posted, so Thursday night at 8 p.m. you'll be able to see my spa, but, or you get to see at least the salt lamp room in the spa, but, I think I posted, anyways. Yeah, I could probably post a video of the salon too. Are the group hypnosis as effective as private? Yes. So for, depending on which one, my cord cutting session is exactly the same in like one-on-one as it is in group. When it comes to meeting your spirit guides, I'm just going to direct you where you need to go. And I'm going to be asking you very direct questions so that you can get answers from your guides at that time. If you're doing something like, Life Between Lives, I would recommend that as a one-on-one session because I want to continue to guide you. I want you to go to your counsel. I want you to see the Akashic records and your thread in there. That is something I want to communicate because I'm interested. But for, meet past loved ones, for past life regression, that's all stuff that you can do in your head. And because I've done so many sessions as one-on-one, I know exactly the questions to ask at exactly the person. And obviously being intuitive, I intuitively guide you through that. So it wouldn't be any different. How did you get started? We did that. Thank you for the follows, guys. Brittany, I see there. And Lady Amore. Repeating numbers are haunting me lately all day. Honestly, I do believe December of 2020, December 21st, there was a big thing that happened and awakened all of us. And it's been a year of that. Love you too. How did you get, we did that already. Just seeing any questions. I think I'm kind of caught up. So ask again if you didn't hear me ask you. I'm not answering questions right now. I apologize about that. But if you have questions about what I do, you can ask about that. Hi. Thank you for sharing the for the love of Yorkies. Thank you for sharing the live. And Summer, thanks for the follow. Once you're writing out your 369 manifestation, should we keep it in a book, throw it out, or burn it? So if it was up to me, as anyone who's done a moon manifesting session with me, I recommend writing it out 3 times. For this, you could do it twice. I would keep one and put it somewhere where you're not going to pay attention to it and check in like maybe once a month. And then I would burn the other one tonight. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Someone said, wow, very impressive. Thank you. Can having a portal to the spirit world in your house be evil as well as good? And can it affect people? It can, yes. And that's why they say using a Ouija board and stuff like that isn't good. I've never had, I shouldn't say I've never had trouble with a Ouija board. I do have a Ouija board that we can't get out of my parents' house. My grandmother gifted it to me when I was a child. My dad didn't want me playing with it. And when I was a teenager, I found it in the basement, like buried amongst a whole bunch of boxes. And we started playing with it. And my dad was like so mad when he found out that he took it and threw it out and it came back. And he took it to work and put it in a dump and it came back. And it's still to this day wrapped up in a bag because my dad is like so freaked out by this thing. And yeah, we can't get rid of it. So be careful. But I didn't experience anything outside of the fact that this thing will not go away. I haven't had any bad experiences. I remember once my dad actually called me and he's like, I was cleaning some stuff in the basement and I found a whole drawer in your old dresser of occult books. And I was like, what? I was like, literally start the car. Like my parents are like an 8-minute drive. I probably got there in 4 minutes. You know what it was? My psychology textbooks from university. And he made me take them with me. You know how heavy those textbooks are? Anyways, that's my funny story. Any tips for using a pendulum? So I prefer the dowsing rods to the pendulum, although you wouldn't... Oh my God, I'm dropping crap. So when you're using a pendulum, they say to have your hand like this, guys. Honestly, it's all about intent. I always tell people this. You're going to find your right way of doing this. So they said that this was citrine. This was the very first pendulum I ever bought. I bought this when I was 16 years old. This is heat-treated amethyst. Do not be fooled by fake crystals, okay? So... real citrine is like this. So it's like clear quartz, okay? You can't see this. This is notes while I'm reading. Okay, so can you see that? That's kind of like apple juice. It is actually see-through. It's translucent. This is heat-treated amethyst. So anyways, I bought it. You're still getting the vibration of the yellow, mind you. But... you know, they say to have it like this, just to be loose, try and be as steady as you possibly can. Keep your mind open. And just like the dowsing rods, allow the messages to come through you. You saw the orbs? Good. If I had to describe it, I imagine like the evil stepmom from Snow White. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, I received a reading from you in Instagram. Was that you? Didn't seem like they spoke like you. It is not me. I will never ever reach out to you to purchase or to solicit business. There is somebody going around. I did post on Instagram saying, you know, there is twice. I posted yesterday and today as soon as I found out that the imposters are back. They cycle through. It's not just my site. It is a whole heap of sites. But honestly, I was saying to my husband today, it's a good business that they have going. They literally market my clients and other people who are in the industry too. And they're like, hey, half price of my regular prices, and you can e-transfer me or you can PayPal. And people send them the money, and whether or not they get the reading or not, these people could legit be giving some sort of reading, or maybe it's the same reading to every single person who purchased it. But they're literally making money, and they are not me. They like legit are not me. And they block me so I can't even report them. Should you just do a tour of your salon by TikTok? Yeah, I know I should. When I get my hair extensions out, because these are hair extensions, guys. This is how long my natural hair is. It's like just down to my chest. But the rest of this is all extension. You can always tell because my hair does not curl. It does nothing. My hair is so straight. I can go to bed with wet hair and wake up with wet hair, and this is the hair I get. So I curled my whole head, and this is extension, and this is my hair. But when I take it out, I actually might go live from TikTok and just do a raw chat while she's taking him out and putting him back in, but we'll see. Oops. Oh, I'm writing to somebody on here. I did not mean to do that. I feel good. I have lost weight. Yay. Yes, Miss Queen Anne, you have. I have healed some deep mutation. Yes. Trauma. Repeating numbers are haunting me lately yet. Sorry, guys. It's I'm a little bit behind. I know. I always say, you know, if I don't see your question, it's not that I'm trying to skip you. It's literally that I get thousands of questions in a live, and if I'm meant to see it, I see it. Billy, will everything the psychic tells me come true? Was she accurate? Okay, so when it comes to that kind of stuff, any psychic, me, anybody you trust, okay, you have free will. So an intuitive person is telling you based on your timeline right now, if you change nothing, but with one positive or negative thought, you can change your life path, okay? So it's not set in stone, ever. whether I tell you or somebody else tells you, it's not set in stone. But if you believe it, you will achieve it. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, no matter what, you're right. Whether you think he's cheating or he's not cheating, you're right. Okay, it's going to happen. You're going to manifest it. So be careful. But I hate I definitely read out of positivity. Even if I see something negative, I will say it in such a way that you can come to your own conclusion. So I'm not altering your free will. I'm not... it's kind of like Back to the Future when he comes in and he makes all these ripple effects and then he has to keep trying to fix what he's messed up. It's kind of like that. I don't ever want to step in, but I can help you, guide you so that you can miss the speed bumps, or you can make that educated decision or that intuitive decision for yourself. But I hate the people who rule with doom and gloom. I hate the people that are like, oh, I foresee a car accident in your future. Well, we've all had fender benders, okay? But now you're concentrating, oh shit, I'm going to get in a car accident. And you're fucking driving over 10 and 2 waiting for this car accident. And because you're giving it all your attention out of fear, especially so strong, you get into the freaking car accident, okay? Would you have if she hadn't said, I don't know. But if she had said, hey, listen, I recommend, over the next few days, you are very cautious. If a car pulls out in front of you, you're going to drive nice and slow. You're not going to try and speed around that car. You're going to just do this and, start setting white light and start doing this. And those are the kinds of things that I will say to you to help you avert that. Or I might say, hey, what are your thoughts on this? And if you say, oh yeah, my biggest fear is getting in a car accident, I'm going to say, how about we fix that so that's not what you're attracting. But I would never ever say to you, if you're not careful, because it'll happen once you think about it, right? They gave me a free reading, told me I was basically hexed. Yes, they just want money. Be careful, please. That's doom and gloom, right? And then you're gonna spend more money. Where do we go to book any sessions? Link is in my bio. If you're within Canada, please reach out to me on Instagram, and I can give you that information. You'll know it's me because I have, I think, 14,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, so if there's somebody with 100 followers, although I do have a backup account which is listed, because so many people were reporting the site that I actually got shut down. So now I have a backup account. But yeah. Orbs are a good sign, I think. Shadow work, should we find a person to assist? I would say yes, and that's actually what we do in my healing cord cutting session. We actually go through and do all of your shadow work in one session, okay? It's typically one and done. I was trying to squeeze out. TikTok only gives you so many. I'm doing TMS for depression. Is it working like it's working like a miracle? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Does hypnosis help with trauma you've experienced in your life? Oh, 1,000 times over. How do I know if I'm a sensitive? I believe everybody has gifts. It's just a matter of what you trust and what you allow and what you're open to doing. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. I do have a Psychic Abilities 101 workshop, guys. The link is in my bio. It's only $22. If you're in Canada, please reach out to me on Instagram so you can pay in Canadian dollars. But it has a quiz in there that tells you all the different types of gifts you probably have. Some people have more than one. Some people have all of them. So it's just a matter of what you're open to. There are tips and tricks on how to strengthen them, how to grow them, how to protect yourself, all that kind of fun jazz. Also, by popular demand, is my Crystals 101 workshop. So there were some people on a live towards the end of last week, and they were like, do crystals. Why? Because I can't even show you my desk right now because it's atrocious, but I have 250 tarot decks between tarot and oracle, okay? And just so you know, I'm not lying because I'm that honest, okay? It's everywhere. My crystal bowl's there too. But my desk, just so you can see, look at this, okay? So I am a clusterfuck, a clutterbug, whatever. My husband says clusterfuck. I say clutterbug. I gather things. I could scoop down right now and come up with handfuls. Oh, I'm also a certified crystal healer too, right? So I'm like the confetti. You know how you see those TikToks where it's like they're scooping confetti? I could do that right now with all the crystals on my desk, not to mention what I have scattered everywhere. But that's just for what I work with every day. But I am doing Crystals 101. I believe it is the last Sunday of January. So the link for that is in bio. It's only $22, okay? It did me. Still got to do the work. Okay, so sorry guys, I think I'm behind. They gave me a free reading. Oh, we did that. Oops. Well, there was laugh out loud. It's alive. It's live. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm behind, guys. Do our spirit guides want us to reach out to lovely people like you for questions and guidance? I think because then you are more open, yes. But I would say for guidance, yes. I would definitely say that you could look these things up yourself. If you see a cardinal and it feels like it has meaning, you could Google the spiritual meaning behind a cardinal and that would be a message, right? In my hypnosis session though, I say, ask your guide, what their sign for a yes is, what's their sign for a no, what's their sign to show you that they're here and that they're around you. So that way, you know, if you see a black button, that they're around you. If you see a gray feather randomly, that's a yes. If you see a cardinal, that's a yes. Or if you see a blue jay, that's a no. Like, so you will get whatever it is, okay? Curious, I was told by a few psychics that my pregnancy would be successful and baby would be. Born in summer, but the embryo never grew, just a gestational sac. When do you, okay, so thank you for asking that. The next 5 questions for 25 is this Thursday, so the 13th of January at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the link for that is my bio. Oh, somebody already said Thursday evening. Thank you. Tomorrow is live, so you send me your questions and I answer them, similar to this where I'm reading them out, but you actually get to see the questions move, and it's Thursday night. Just so that you know. Any crystal stores you'd recommend? The Crystal Cave is my all-time favorite place. It is a 3-hour drive from my front door, and I make a point of going there. It is also by my cottage, but there are times where I need something specific, and I will literally drive the 3 hours there, stop, and I'm friends with the owner, chit-chat for a bit, and then literally drive 3 hours back home. So it is definitely worth the drive. Thank you for thinking my eyes are beautiful. Is the yes... the yes core. Okay, so the cord cutting hypnosis session, if that's what you're asking, it is on Zoom. It is, but your cameras and your mics are off, so I cannot hear or see you. Okay. I do not upload the hypnosis session on YouTube. No, it is trademarked. You can have your camera off. Any online crystal stores you recommend? I do not purchase anything that I don't see myself in person because there are so many fakes out there. I don't trust anybody. Does it have to be in the live, or can I pay and send a message with questions if I'm not available? So you can, but right now you have 10 yes or no questions for $55, or it's the 5 for $25 in the live. The reason why it's $25 is because it's in the live and I can go quickly and I don't have to do the back and forth of sending the message. So it is during that live session. That's the point. But you can get 10 for $55, and the link for that is my bio. Unless you're in Canada, then you're going to e-transfer me. So yeah, so how's everyone doing? Is everybody ready to manifest tonight? Does it have to be? Oh yes, we did that already. Mrs. Jilly P. Pie, thank you for sharing the live. Welcome guys, my name is Angela, I'm your beauty witch in the 6. If you have any questions about spirituality, was it 11? Oh, it was 11:11. Oh, I missed that. I missed that, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm ready to manifest. Yay! Did you see the comment on the girl who said you were right about her friend being pregnant? No! I did not see that. I was so far behind. I didn't even know. It was like glitching on my end, and all of a sudden a whole heap came in, so I missed that. I'm sorry. So if that person is still on here, I would love to see that. Why would I get those positive readings if the embryo didn't grow? Well, because you were technically pregnant. Right? In my opinion, When I flicked back, it was 11:11, but 10:11 my time. I'm writing now. Yay! Have you manifest lately or traveled? I haven't traveled anywhere because we can't outside of, I am not vaccinated. So I have not been traveling, but I have been manifesting a whole heap of stuff. So lots of stuff coming through. When is the best day and time to manifest? So you don't always need candles. It's always about intent. Today is a wonderful day. Thank you. I have, so somebody posted a thing the other day that said, if you have the freckles, it means how intuitive you are. And I actually have like sunspots in my eyes, and I was actually concerned for a little while because I thought it was melanoma of the eye, but turns out it's absolutely nothing. So thank you for thinking they're different. But right now it's 369 portal, so today is the day to do any manifesting if you want to. Just write out what it is you want as if you're already grateful that it has happened, okay? Thank you. Any tips for manifesting? I have a manifesting workshop. It's only $22. The link for that is my bio. And you can do that if you want to. But I would just honestly write it as if you want. There's the 5 times 55 manifesting method. You can sign up for that if you join my mailing list. I think you get that for free. They are brighter as well, my queen. Oh, well, thank you. I have been on a lot lately. I have, yes, trying. I don't mean to sound dumb. What and how do you manipulate? I don't manipulate, I manifest. So I'm not sure what you mean by manipulate or if that just auto-corrected for you. But you're literally, how I say this is, and I have no problem saying this right now, but, when it comes to manifesting and your life, you are literally writing the script of your life. So if your life is in a weird place, ask yourself, why am I manifesting this? Why is this the life I'm creating for myself? And I know that's very hard, and it's probably the hardest thing we've ever have to do. But that is something that you have control over your life. You have free will. A question, I'm not going live with people today. Sorry. A question got answered. Yes, about me being with future husband by the end of the year, but didn't happen. Why? You have free will, right? So the rods only tell you your life path right now, but with as little as one positive or negative thought, you can change that life path. So if you didn't believe it could happen, if you didn't fully want it, but I would book a private session for something like that to go into, because I could easily find out what it is that held that back for you. This is Chevron Amethyst, which is one of my favorite crystals. I have another one right here. It is beautiful. Okay, so it's Chevron because it has these V's. And this is actually a pendulum, and I wear it all the time. And I've probably worn this for 4 or 5 years. But yeah, it's amethyst. Sorry, guys, I'm not going live with people. Thank you. I actually, I only wash my hair once a week, and that's Thursdays. So thank you for thinking so, because I was almost not going to come live tonight because of it. But then Queen Anne on here said, are you going to go live? It's a 369 portal. And I was like, yes, I'm going to go live and soon. Let me just finish up here. Can we feel when our souls travels to our loved one when we sleep? Yes. I apparently am a very busy person while I sleep. I travel to everybody. I have people reaching out to me all the time saying that they dreamt about me. So if you dream of someone, you likely have visited them. How do we manifest a script for someone to return? I would just say I'm so grateful to have such and such in my life, fully committed, or in whatever way that you want them in your life, okay? Have you traveled in your dreams? Oh, all the time. I got dowsing rods and they work. Will they work for me? How can I make them? I've never made, do you mean make them work for you? I would recommend sleeping with them. I do have Dowsing Rods 101. It is a workshop that you can pick up. The link is in my bio unless you're from Canada. Once again, reach out to me on Instagram and you can e-transfer, okay? But basically, you just have to trust them. You have to hold them very lightly. You don't want to cover the top or the bottom because then you're going to constrict the movement. And, always ask, what's a yes, what's a no, and then go from there. Your yes could be different from mine. I know I'm meant to move out of California, but I don't know where. Would you be able to help? Absolutely. If somebody asks me what I do, I say I'm a soul mentor. So basically, I'm a soul coach, and I have many different ways that I can help with that. Guys, if I haven't answered your question, can you please get them in again? Because I am... Thank you. My hair looks fantastic. I got sidetracked by that. My hair is so dirty right now. And honestly, guys, I curled my natural hair and my hair is so straight that it's only the extensions that are still curly, but it's disgusting. If you could see it, look at that. It's grease. But it's good for my scalp, right? Your energy keeps me going. Thank you. What's a 369 portal? 369 portal is, today is the 1st. Or January 11th, which is 3. It's 222, which is 6. 3 and 6 is 9. So it's the 369 portal. So there's different magical days throughout the year, and this is one of them. I love that. Thank you. What kind of extensions do you get? I get the tape in. So if you might look at how dirty, I can't even believe I'm doing this. So they're tape in. So they need to come out, first of all. So I think I'm supposed to do that this Sunday night. So I'll probably go live, but so these have to come out. So they're like stickers. So there's a piece that goes on the top and you just take a little section of my hair like this and you literally sandwich it between 2 stickers of so this is my natural hair, right? So, but my hair is actually maybe well, you can see if I take this bottom panel out. So this is how long my natural hair is. I have a lot of very, very, very straight, fine hair. And then the rest of all this length is extension. So my hair is actually to my waist because I want to be a mermaid. But outside of that, yeah. So that's what I get, tape-ins. Not a question. Just wanted to say you're awesome and I love you and your voice. Well, thank you. That's lovely. Why have I never had a dream of my daughter that passed away 26 years ago? That's hard to say. That might be too much for you. And maybe you do and you just don't remember. That's another thing. I often don't remember my dreams, guys. And I have dreams that are prophetic. So sometimes when I remember my dreams, I freak myself out. I visit people all the time in my dreams. My husband says at least 5 or 6 times a night, my body jolts, to the point of waking him up. And they say, if you subscribe to that belief, that's you jumping, going back into your body. So I travel a lot. I remember none of it. So the only dreams I usually remember are the ones that come true. And typically those are not good dreams. So that is that. So get your stuff in. If I haven't seen it, guys, I apologize. Can any spirit move the rods? It's usually who you're calling in. And I say the divine. So they can... So if I say, where are you? It can go that way, but I can say, where are your ear pods, which I found many people's ear pods for them, surprisingly, and other stuff. And it's moving. So to me, it's the universe, but if I'm channeling someone, then they can move it for me, if that makes sense. I did your cord cutting session on Sunday. I do your next session soon. So the next one is the 23rd. But typically it's one and done, but it does feel nice and it does help a lot. You're most welcome. I'm cool. Thank you. Don't we all want to be a mermaid? Yeah. She's not doing questions right. Thank you. Can any spirit move the rods? We talked about that. I'm going to tell my hair that the natural is greasy still, even though I'm menopausal. Yeah, it's insane. Ugh, it's so bad. I do only wash my hair once a week. So if you see me with a hat on, that's why. If I write out my manifestations through my phone, does it work? Or do I need to? I would handwrite it. There's power in your hand. I would use a black pen. If you have parchment paper, which is, I don't have any big pieces right now or handy, but these are little pieces. If you have this kind of paper, it's kind of yellowy. It's kind of thicker than a regular paper. I would use this because, I don't know, that's what my grandmother told me to do. So I've always just done it like that. I'm sure there's some magical meaning. Oh, black pen, I know, or pencil is because it has lead in it. Ashley, I'm not doing readings right now. I'm sorry. It felt so real, like it was in my heart. I didn't want to stop. I bet. I manifest today with my entire heart. It was so magical. And I always say to people say, well, how do I know I'm manifesting with my heart? And I say, and this is something that you guys all can do, but you go, oh, it's 11:23. You can go, ah. And when you go, ah, like when you sigh, that feeling that you feel in between like your solar plexus and like your crease of your chest, that is feeling in your heart. And so if you can do that, that vibration, that's where you want to feel when you're manifesting. And if you have to do that a few times while you're manifesting, do that. Then you know where you're feeling it. What's one of your favorite spa suppliers? Your girl here from Haley from Barrie. So spa suppliers. I usually do Intercosmetics. Or my hairdressers usually go through Cosmoprof. It used to be Jaguar. I've been doing this, guys, since 1996. I've been in the spa business, but that is where I get most of my stuff from. For my hair extensions, I think she probably orders these from China. I hate to say that, but they're really good quality hair. Like I've used these 5 times. Like these extensions have been in and out of my hair 5 times. And like this is one piece. I forget what they call it. There's a name for it. I'm not a hairdresser. I'm an esthetician. So that's one. But look at how good that still looks. This is my 5th time putting these in and out of my hair. So I think that they do a really good job. Do you happen to know the spiritual meaning behind alopecia? So alopecia is, I can look that up. When it's tied to PCOS though, that's a little bit different. Okay. So that's something different, but is it just straight alopecia? Because I can, let me see if it's in my quick book over here. Otherwise, I've taken a course on that too, but let's see. I got to put my glasses on and become an old lady again, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. It's going to look weird because you're going to see I have a light in front of me. It's a ring light. It's a small baby ring light. Alopecia. I know it has something to do with like judgment. That's what my intuition is telling me. Guys, actually, because we're manifesting today, I'm going to show you something that I did. I have to go back in my book. So this is my like manifesting book, okay? Yours can be whatever. So I like to write it down one time in here, and it's parchment paper in this book as well. But I do like to manifest, and I do my yearly manifesting. Most people do it on like January 1st, but I do mine actually December, like Christmas. And I'm going to go back to December 25th, 2019, because I only look usually back once a year, but I did this on December 25th, 2019. And for anybody who actually knows me in real life, they will know that I would be 60 hours a week in the spa, 60 hours a week, seeing clients, not to mention being the manager, human resources, payroll, accounting, like I did everything. But I saw clients 60 hours a week. This is what I wrote if I knew I couldn't fail. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on here, okay? Look at, if you can see the date here. We're right here. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see it. Anyways, it says December, and I wrote in green pen because, of course, I want to manifest money. December 25th, 2019. New moon in Capricorn, okay? If I knew I couldn't fail, honest to goodness, I'm reading right here. If I knew I couldn't fail, I would retire and just do witchy stuff, spend time in nature with my family, homeschool my kids, and allow Body Bliss Boutique to take care of itself. I will tell you, that's December 25th, 2019. Within 3 months, the spa got shut down due to COVID. I went full-time doing readings because I had to generate $20,000 a month to keep the business going, to keep the spa going during COVID. My kids had to be homeschooled because the schools were shut down. I spent the entire time basically up at the cottage. And when I went back to Body Bliss, because I was doing so well with my spiritual stuff, I only went back 20 hours a month. So basically that's like retirement, because that's still, I stopped working 40 hours a week there. I stopped working like 50 hours a week there. I only do 20 hours a month at the spa now. So be careful what you wish for. Otherwise, you're going to get it. Right? So be very careful. I apologize. I'm 26 messages behind here. Oh, alopecia. That's what I think. See, I'm like a dog with a squirrel. I'm all over the place. So hair. This is a course I took, God, probably over a decade ago. Feet, gums, hormones, hair, hands, handwriting, alopecia, chronic self-condemnation. So remember I said judgment. So it's self-condemnation for every mistake we have ever made. So if you are the hardest person on yourself for everything that you could have done. So basically judging yourself for every mistake you have ever made, or hating on yourself for those mistakes. Okay, so sorry I spent all that time there, but that is that. So I knew it was judgment. Like that's what my intuition was telling me. But I didn't know specifics, so that's why I went back. I didn't want to make it wrong. You said I would get accepted into university, but it would take a while, and I got accepted yesterday. Yay! When did you ask that? Like, how long was it? Do dreams come true? There's one dream I had where I felt I was shot, and it felt so real. So it depends. That could just be that the old way of you was dying, or that you needed to, that could be taken many, many, many different ways. Like where you got shot. Did you die from the shot? Like, I have questions. I know you want to manifest your sister so bad, but you can't force it. Do you happen to know the spiritual meaning behind? Oh, we did that already. Who or what is the divine? Is it the council or something? So the divine, I think, is whoever God or the godlike being in your realm is. But there is, you do have a personal counsel. So in Life Between Lives Hypnosis, I do take you to meet your counsel. You get to see your thread in the Akashic Records. You get to meet your spirit guides. You get to meet past loved ones. You get to meet your soul group. It's a lot of fun. Sunday's session was amazing. I loved it. Thank you. That is the cord cutting session, hypnosis session that is probably my best selling session that I offer. Do you have certain days and times that's best to catch you? So if usually between 9 and 11, I go on to do dowsing rods. Sometimes I do raw chat after. Sometimes if I have my friend that likes to pay me to do sound therapy, I will do that. But typically it's around 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Whenever I'm done my readings for the day is when I go on. Sometimes I'll go on in between. So I don't know when the next 369 day is. Maybe March 2nd. March 2nd. Will be, 369. So any day that adds up to 3 and then 2022. So February 1st will be one. February 1st is the next one. I love you, Fairy Godmama. I love you too. Hopefully tomorrow is better for you. You said I would get accepted in university. Do I have a familiar? Mine is an owl. Although I don't have this owl with me all the time. I wish I did. After we write it on parchment with a black pencil, do we have to burn it? I would write it out at least twice, one to keep so that you can see like my book. If I didn't have that, if I had burned that, I wouldn't know it manifested. Well, not that I wouldn't know, but I usually don't go back until the year has passed. So I won't look at this one's until the year has passed. Alopecia by stress, I believe. Yeah, it could be stress, but it's the spiritual reason, isn't that? You guys have Cosmoprof too? Yeah, we do. Would the alopecia spots be hormonal? I'm getting bald spot in my bangs. It can be hormonal, guys, but there's a spiritual meaning as to why. So that's the reason behind it. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm behind. So guys, if I haven't seen your stuff, keep asking. Good evening. I keep seeing 333. What does that mean? So always Google 333 angel message. There's hundreds of different people's meanings. So whatever pops up for you at that moment is the one. Promise, will my outstanding exam results come out next week? I'm not sure. I'm not doing readings right now. Do you just support the victims of ADHD? I do. No, I'm sorry. I went to my doctor and they gave me a shampoo. Louisa from Ontario, Will Andrew. So I'm not doing readings right now, guys. It's just a raw chat. Can writing counteract negative thoughts, or what's the best method? So never give power to negative thoughts, ever. Concentrate on the exact opposite. So if you think you're fat and then you keep getting fatter, then I would say, I am my healthiest version of me. I love the body I'm in. My body, isn't in the best shape of its life. My body looks so good in my clothes. I love my body. I love looking at my body. And then it'll start to change. I have a alopecia random spot in the back of my head. So yeah, so honestly, they told me it was stress, but now I'm thinking hormonal PCOS. So it can be both, okay, guys, for when it comes to alopecia, but the spiritual meaning behind it is something completely different. So if you have sexual assault in your history, then you can get the balding, the male pattern balding, that comes also with PCOS, okay? If you don't have the sexual trauma and it's due to stress, then it's probably just judging yourself too harshly, okay? That's causing the alopecia. How does it work to have a question answer? We're not doing questions right now. Do you believe in horoscopes and zodiac signs? Yes, but I usually go, when I'm doing my moon readings, I usually go by people's rising signs. Somebody said they saw an orb. She's not answering questions right now. Thank you. How does one get to their Zen place and be truly at peace? I recommend my cord cutting session. The next one is the 23rd. We go back and heal. We do all the shadow work basically in one go. You don't have to recall anything, but you are left feeling like $1 million after. So I have to stop blaming myself for back pain. For back pain or for alopecia? What would cause high-pitched tinnitus? So they say spiritually that you are downloading. So there's a message there that you're supposed to be getting. Very tough on myself, and I've been told that before, so I need to stop. Yes, and I would recommend my cord cutting session. I'm afraid of the unknown. Cord cutting session would be good for that too, because that helps you to unlock your intuition so that you know ahead of time if something is bad. So A, stay away, or good, proceed, right? So it's very helpful for all kinds of different stuff, but if that's one of your fears, then that is that. Okay, how's everyone doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. But yeah, so I don't know if liver pain. Hold on, let me just zone. So when it comes to, sorry, I was just asking my guys. So when it comes to victim pain, pain in your liver, that is victimization. So feeling like the victim, feeling powerless. Okay, so do I do guided meditations? I can. I'm certified to do that kind of stuff. And I have in the past, but I mostly do hypnosis now. You told me liver the other day and I forgot to. Yes. Sometimes I hear Harper in my ear. Why? It's just a message that your heart's trying to make you listen to. Stomach pain is fear. Neat. Thank you. You're welcome. I've been told I have a gift. I'm drawn to crystals, rods, and elements. So for that, I have my Psychic Abilities 101 workshop. That might be something you're interested in. I am doing Crystals 101. That I believe is the last Sunday of January at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. The link for that is my bio. What harm effect will self-deprecate? Huge. Huge. What you think about comes about. So the more you concentrate on it, the more you're going to have. Oh my God, I get tinnitus started years ago. Yep, I've had it my whole life. What does infertility mean? So usually I would book a private session for that, but my cord cutting session, I think we have officially 13 people who have done the healing cord cutting session and are pregnant now. So I think we're up to 13. What are your thoughts on elements? Yeah, I work with it. I'm a witch, so I work with the elements, that's for sure. What does infertility mean? Yeah, we did that. I get sinus pressure, migraines a lot. That is fear of judgment, fear of others judging you. What do you recommend to truly challenge your gift? I would, as a mentor, I do mentor a lot of people with their gifts. So I would do my Psychic Abilities 101. It might be too basic for you, but as long as you learn one thing, it's worth the $22. If you're within Canada, reach out to me. But I would have to sit down with you and see what you've done to see. Okay, gallbladder pain. Hold on. Gallbladder is rage, anger, deep-seated. A lot of ringing in my ear, and the last one was loud. Yes, I get a ton. Can you just shut off the spirits, or do you have to stop to listen to them? Sometimes I have to stop to listen to them, but I teach in my Psychic Abilities workshop the method I use to stop most of the time. Doesn't mean it always happens. What does acid reflux mean? That is fear. How do you ground yourself? I'm actually sitting right now, guys. Truth be told, like I practice what I preach. I have a grounding thing on my bed that I sleep on, but I also have that was my rain stick. I have a grounding mat here that I actually put my feet on. I have right in front of me. Okay. Okay. I also have tourmaline. I also have shungite. Okay. So, I am protected. I have, my stuff. I have all kinds of stuff, but yeah, that's what I do. No, this is Smoky Quartz. So if I can hold it up, it's smoky. Yeah, and I have more Smoky Quartz here, tumbled. So I believe strongly. But I have Crystals 101 coming up too, if you guys are interested in that. Where do you get your grounding mat? I'm pretty sure I bought it off Amazon. So a grounding mat is supposed to be like having your feet out in the dirt outside. So when they say like earthing or grounding, that's what it is. Swollen spleen, hey? Let me see if I can channel. I'd need you to book a private session for that. I'm having trouble connecting to your energy just right now. Anything swollen is anger, first of all. So the fact that it is swollen, but outside of that, I'm sorry, I don't know why. It's just they're telling me that I need more info. There's more stuff going on than just a swollen spleen. What do the skin rashes mean? So your skin is like your biggest, as I get itchy, right? So your skin is all about, it's kind of like judgment as well. Like your skin is actually how you present to the world. It's your biggest organ. And if you are breaking out on that, it's like a feeling of being powerless. It's a fear of judgment. It's fear. It's fear, a lot of fear. An irregular cycle could mean a whole heap of different things. So I would need to connect a little bit more with that. How can you tell the difference between a person who doesn't do it spiritually or for good reasons? Your intuition should be able to tell you that. I haven't been able to gain weight since my child. Is that fear as well? To gain weight? If you're having trouble gaining weight, I think that would probably be like a loss of stability for some reason. Why is your stability shaken? Why is it that you feel like you can't? It's almost like abandonment issues. Like it's like sorry guys, sometimes when I'm channeling, and I turn away like this so I don't do this, but it can be a little bit, but I would recommend a private session for that. I want to buy the hypnosis session, but I'm honestly so nervous, scared. Oh, don't be. You just have to literally, I call in Archangel Michael. It's quite spiritual. I surround you with white light. It's basically a guided meditation, but it's hypnosis. And you go into hypnosis many times a day. It's very natural for you to go. In fact, in order to go to sleep unaided, you have to go through hypnosis. And when you wake up in the morning, you go through the theta brainwaves, which is the waves that we have for hypnosis. That's why they say the last thing you think about before you fall asleep and the first thing you think about when you wake up are vital, because it's getting right into your subconscious, your super conscious, which is when you are manifesting, whether you know it or not. Grounding mat, I think, is from Amazon. So nice of you share info, so generous. No, thank you. This helps me. That's why we say 77 on the clock here. But this feeds my soul. If I could do this, I do this all day, but yeah. Is amazing, not scary at all. Yes, there's a few people on here who've had the session done. So nice. We did that. I did it Sunday. It's very, very peaceful and relaxing. Thank you, guys. What does pinching to the heart mean? That would be fear. That would be something trying to get your attention. That is like an anxiety attack. That's like a panic attack. That is like that's like a hurt. Like literally something is hurting your heart. So that is swelling of any kind is usually anger. So my bladder that's swollen and infected right now is my behaviors this past week or response. Could be. What does osteoarthritis mean? Arthritis, once again, a lot of times is swelling of the joints, and it is your bones. It's your skeletal system, okay? I would book a private session with that, but that is some deep-rooted anger. Oh my God, I need to book with you. You're spot on. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't like to be right about certain things. I really want to see my past loved ones. Yes. So that would be, I have a meet your past loved ones. I also have, so when I do this meet your spirit guides hypnosis session, we do actually see, because sometimes your past loved ones are also guides, not your spirit guide, but they are ancestral guides. So past loved ones that you've known in this life or even generations back. So meet your spirit guides, we actually take you by one past loved one first, and then we move on to your actual spirit guide. So you get to do both. Yeah, guys, I tried to screenshot and press the wrong button. Just dropping to say hi. Hey. Sorry, I don't know if I'm so behind. I've had moments where I see where I'm going but forget where I am. Yeah, it can happen. I think on our last hypnosis session, my soul was going to leave my body, but I stopped it. It can happen. A lot of people actually just hover a little bit over their bodies during my spiritual, not all hypnosis, like if you're quitting smoking, that's not it. But the cord cutting session, guys, when I tell you that this cord cutting session, I did not know it was going to be this powerful, but I've actually had people quit smoking. I charge $2,500 US for somebody to quit smoking. Why? Because it's 10 sessions, it's 20 hours of my time, and that's how it's priced, okay? And if you don't put money into it, I find, like, I've done people for free, like my friends, and they're like, oh, I'm still smoking. And I was like, and then I make them pay for it the next time, and they're like pissed at me. They're like, what do you mean? I'll give it to them for half price or whatever, or even $500. But let me tell you, they quit. But with the cord cutting session, do you know how many people have come to me and tell me they quit smoking for $100? I was like, oh, that's awesome. Nausea is often like fear and shame. Nausea's mostly shame, but fear too. You're most welcome. Suzanne. I see images. What does that mean? So that can just be messages coming through to you. It could mean sometimes when you're meditating, you go to the fifth element. How often do you do the spirit guide session? So I actually haven't done it in quite some time. I used to do it like once a month. That used to be like one of the most powerful things. And then after my cord cutting session came in, and that was so, I was doing honestly like 10 to 15 one-on-one sessions a week. So once I started doing group session for that, I kind of didn't do that and almost forgot about it. And then somebody was like, hey, are you going to do that again? I want to do it. And I was like, yeah, let's book it. So that is February 13th. Meeting past people. Can you meet people you never met? Yes. So ancestral. Had a Reiki session booked, but ended up canceling as I felt mentally and physically bad in anticipation. Reiki is not terrible. It wasn't obviously booked with me, but you know, it's not anything to be afraid of, honestly. I think we did that already. Since I moved 2.5 years ago, my apartment smells cigarettes, smoke on and off all day. Could be a spirit that's been there. My mom had a near death and remembers driving with my dead uncle in the car. Yeah, that's true stories. Invents. So sometimes if it scared you enough and you know, maybe once asked for it to stop, it can stop. Sometimes we have strengths and weaknesses, and our gifts can kind of ebb and flow as we need them at certain times in our life. So something else probably stepped up while that kind of took a back seat. So that might cycle back through again. She was dreaming. She can't remember if no, I don't think she was dreaming. Nope. I don't think so. Not my person. I'm just going to take a drink, guys. I've been talking on here for probably 2 hours now. Not to mention all day. I don't know if it's stopped. Welcome, guys. We're doing just a raw chat here. If you have any questions about spirituality or about gifts or about, you know, anything at all, you can ask on here or share your stories. This is a safe place. There is no judgment here, at least not by me. Thank you for the likes, and thank you for the shares, and thank you for the follows. What can elements do? Do you mean like elements as in wind, air, fire, and water? Or do you mean elementals as in like fairies and that kind of stuff? Can anybody be hypnotized? If you can fall asleep unaided, you can be hypnotized. There's a very small few people who cannot, because they cannot fall asleep unaided. And even some people who can fall asleep unaided can still be hypnotized. But when it comes to somebody who has like severe ADHD and cannot sit still, or autism, what I get them to do is to color. And then that is focused, because hypnosis is just focused attention. So you're focused on my voice. But if you can't focus and you have to be doing something, then I get you to color or draw, or, you know, something that doesn't require your full brain. Thank you for being here. My daughter and I keep seeing angel numbers. We have very strong energy when we're together. Amazing. Air, fire. So you would use it for different things. So like crystals are earth, and candles are fire, and you know, paper can be earth too, and water. So like I have on my altars, I have water, I have candles always going, I have my crystals, I have flowers, which are earth, and of course the candle is also fire, but I also have like stuff for saging and stuff like that. So working with that is kind of, in a way, a bit of witchcraft, and my Witchcraft 101 workshop would be good for you if you have questions. Only $22. I can be hypnotized by Angela, but I need sleep aids to sleep. Yeah. My late grandmother appeared to my aunt and told her she wasn't at peace to stop lighting candles. Interesting. I have never heard that. My late grandmother appeared to my aunt and told her she wasn't at peace to stop lighting candles. I don't even understand why that would be. Oh, that your aunt wasn't at peace. So that she should, I would take that as in she should stop lighting candles because she's hurting. Like basically your grandmother was telling her to move on, to allow herself to heal, not to stay stagnant in that moment. That's how I would take that. But I don't know any other way to take that. So if you want to clarify that, 170 and then 70 on here seems significant for whatever reason. My uncle's funeral, when the priest said my uncle was at peace, his picture fell and it looked like he was walking towards us. He probably was. He was probably trying to get your guys' attention. Yeah. What is the spiritual meaning behind IBS? Fear. Fear and shame. Yeah. Yep. How's everyone doing? I'm going to probably stay on here till about midnight and then I'm going to come off. He was always a joker, especially. Yeah, I'm Balette. Thoughts on Argonite pyramids? Oh, I make them. Do I have one here? Hold on one second. Don't judge me. I'm going to get up. You're going to see my big bum. I actually had one charging in my window. It's probably a little dusty right now, but this is one I made. So it's got a whole bunch of crystals in here. It's got the copper in the bottom, copper beads in the corners, a spiral here. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. It's got metal shavings, lead shavings in here, gold shavings in here. Sodalite is in here. It's got quartz, amethyst is in here as well. There's an aura quartz in here somebody had gifted me, but I actually made this when I was pregnant with my son and I didn't know. And this aura quartz was so pretty. So aura quartz is fake. It is a painted clear quartz, but it had a baby on it. And when I made this, I just wanted to basically put this somewhere because to me, I mean, it has the power of the quartz, but I don't give it any power as the aura quartz, but it had the baby on it. And I actually made this when I was pregnant and I didn't know. So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I believe in it. I do have chimes ringing. So when I do my sound therapy, I have my chimes here. I have my tuning forks here. Yeah, I felt like I fell asleep during the session, but woke up when it was ending. How does that affect? You're still getting everything. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Everything got in there. So, but yeah, I have my bowls here, but I have like these chimes, and then I have those chimes. Yeah, it's all for my sound therapy. I have my rain stick too. 11:55. Yay! I'm gonna screenshot that. Once again, I told you guys I screenshot that stuff. Your sounds therapy is addicting. Well, thank you. I actually have a gentleman who pays me to do that, usually at the end of the night. I booked a session with you. I'm looking forward to it. Yay, welcome. Yeah, thank you. I do a lot of actually resin work. I make coasters and all kinds of fun stuff. This is the first one I ever made that didn't break the tip. It's very hard to do that, especially on something this size. But I'm not doing yes or no right now. What time is it here right now? It is 11:56. Yeah, awesome. Now you add crafting class to your list. Yeah, I do a lot. I have ADHD, guys, so I'm always going. I'm always going. Hey, girl. Hey, hello. Welcome. Hello. Hope you're doing well. I am. Hope you guys are too. Just on here for a little bit. I do candle making. Yes. I have one of my candles here. So this is a candle I made. Once again, not orbs, just dust. But in here, this one is for your heart chakra. And so in here I have malachite and I have rose and it has jasmine in here. It has all kinds of fun stuff. So it's made by essential oils and it is made with soy wax. But yeah, I love anything. Had to go buy supplies to do candle making, but they only had half of the stuff. Yeah, I am from Ontario. I'm just outside of Toronto. Do I have a photographic memory? I certainly do. And that's why I can read all of these wonderful books that I have here in stacks. Those are all the books I've read that need to find a home. Sorry guys, I'm dropping tarot cards here, so I might as well tell you what they are. So we're going to do stop, start, and keep going, okay? So first card here, stop refusing to see. So this is the card that just dropped out, okay? Stop refusing to see. Start dealing with your darkest fears, okay? Healing from those darkest fears, okay? And continue moving on. So that's a message for anybody who's on here right now, okay? Very cool. So those cards just kind of popped out. I recently started making my own beeswax candles with essential oils. It's a learning experience. Yes. So I find when I'm doing scent, so I use soy, but when I'm scented, I do make beeswax candles too, but I leave those unscented. So I make actually the drippy beeswax candles, so that they look like they're all like drippy, but I like the smell of the beeswax on its own, so I actually don't use essential oils on those, but my soy wax ones I do. How do I turn a negative person into a positive person? You just have to start vibrating high. Sometimes you can't help them. Send them to me. But at the end of the day, sorry, my tape, like literally I need these out. Like they're twisting, like they're literally so grown out right now. It's gross. But, you know, sometimes they just have to get out of their own way and nothing you say is going to help them. I think that was for me. Yeah, maybe. I feel that, yeah. Do you have a favorite crystal? So if I have a choice as to what crystal I want, it is fluorite, sorry. So this pretty gem. I don't know if you can see that. But I have a ton of it everywhere. Also, again, I like Chevron. So this one is a fluorite with Chevron in it. But I am drawn a lot to, I think I can't go to a crystal shop without buying fluorite, but at the end of the day, amethyst is the one that is the most. If I ask the universe for signs from angels and spirits, will I get one? Absolutely. Stop touching your hair. I can't help it. It's so dirty. So tomorrow's the day to wash it. So I know. I'm the worst. I'm actually the worst. Hello. Just Ruby, welcome. I am that person, unfortunately, but I'm coming along. Okay, well, yeah, you are. Labradorite, I have that. Where is my... Oh, you want to see my labradorite, baby? It's heavy. I can barely lift it with one hand. Look at this. Ah, it's like massive. I do collect a lot of orbs, guys. Like, I'm the orb queen. But I have another labradorite here somewhere. No, that's apatite. Here we go. Here's another. I do collect, but apatite's very pretty too. Look at this. This reminds me of like a thunderstorm, like turning up the water on the ocean, somewhere tropical. Like when the water gets all, yeah. Is it true that you don't need to cleanse selenite? So, you know, there are schools of people who actually believe you don't need to cleanse any crystal because it cannot take on any energy. So, depending on what you believe. But I am actually coming out with Crystals 101. I think it's the last Sunday of January at 4 p.m. Eastern. But I do have a lot of selenite. I'm actually going to turn these into wands with little baby crystals on them. Like... no, that one's too big. Where's my little one? I'm going to be sticking like the chakras on here, but I don't know where my little one is that I want to put on here. Somewhere. My son probably ran away with a little devil. He always takes my crystals and runs. I have some rose quartz. How do I know if it's real or not? Rose quartz, you know, because it's pink, right? So this is hard to see that it's rose quartz, but it is. Here's some more rose quartz. It's pink. It's hard to fake a rose quartz. How much are your private sessions for Canadians? So you just pay Canadian. So it is $100 for 30 minutes and $150 for a 60-minute session Canadian. Best place to buy crystals in Canada, I would say the Crystal Cave in South River, Ontario. If you go there, tell her Angela. She'll know who I am. Sent you. I feel better after the cleansing them, but I just wondered what your view was on cleansing. So honestly, it's hard. I mean, you can cleanse with smoke, you can cleanse with music, but like you can't soak it. I wouldn't put it necessarily out in the elements either, right? Because it's very porous and it's very brittle. So you have to be very careful with your selenite. Cass, thank you for the recommendation. Pleasantly surprised. Is your brother still around? I don't feel him anymore. So I believe even if somebody crosses over to the light, they can still come back and visit you. But there might just be a reason as to maybe not necessarily being too open, like partially scared. Don't be scared. I'm nothing to be scared about. You can trust me. I love my crystals. Thank you. You're welcome. Do you have a crystal recommendation for a child who frequently has to be around a narcissist? I would do protection. I would do shungite, which is going to, any negative energy being flung is going to, so shungite looks like this. This is unpolished, but then you can also get polished shungite, which is like this. Okay. And I would have them wear this around with them. Also, you could use black tourmaline, or my black tourmaline is actually up on my yoga mat for yoga tomorrow morning. I have some small pieces, or you can do smoky quartz for protection, but shungite's pretty cool. Rose quartz, if you're drawn to rose quartz, that means that you have some heart healing to do, that your heart has been hurt, and you have some heart healing. I have been to Ottawa, Ontario, just not since the early 90s. Can you buy crystals online? I'm not sure if you can buy crystals online from the Crystal Cave. You could probably reach out to her. It's on Instagram, it is Crystal Cave Canada, I believe. If you go on Instagram to my pages that I follow and type in Crystal Cave Canada, it should come up. You could reach out to her. Her name is Braylyn. You can reach out to her and see if she'll ship it to you. You can trust her to buy it online. And you just tell her, Angela, your beauty witch, sent you. Not me bookmarking that site. Yeah. We did that. Sorry, I don't know how far behind I am, guys. If I am even behind. Oh my gosh, it's 12:05. This is what happens. So kind, like those Baltic amber Oh, yes. So with the Baltic amber necklaces, that's actually a resin. And so what happens with a resin is as your body heats up, so why they put it on children and babies that are teething is because when they get teething, they get hot and bothered. And as they get hot, the resin actually kind of melts, I guess you could say, and goes into their skin, which then gets absorbed and helps to relax them. So that's kind of how that works scientifically, right? And crystals work scientifically too because they vibrate. And as humans, our vibration changes and the crystals doesn't. So when you come in contact, so if you're around somebody who's happy-go-lucky, you're going to feel good. If you're around somebody who's negative, you're going to feel bad. The crystal is what's changing that. So like kind of the same way as being around somebody who's good or bad. Crystal help anxiety. I always go with your amethyst for that. Or my crystal depends. Not always. So depends on, like this one right now is not. Certain one, that's here. It's a beast. Crystal for good luck. I always for that. So this is in the raw form or in the polished form, but in the raw form is aventurine. Okay. Aventurine is for luck, wealth, health, and love. anything that your heart desires, this is going to draw to you. So that is so right now I have this on my computer right behind my phone. I have a shungite to protect, okay? Then I have pyrite, okay, which is fool's gold. This attracts wealth and abundance. And then behind that I have my smoky quartz for protection as well. So it is what it is. How can you tell if someone did something to hold my daughter from good things? You know, it can happen. People just get jealous of you and they could fling negativity at them, but you can usually tell because they'll have bad luck. Can you get polished rose quartz? You can. This is a polished rose quartz. Right, tumbled. I have a number. I make like spirit water too, but I have tumblies in there. Here, oh no, that's not it. Where's my tumbled quartz? I swear oh, here. No, that's howlite. It's hard to see in this dim light. But I do have a gazillion different stones on here. I don't know. I just had my son, I swear to you, runs off with my stuff. Well, also my desk is a clutter. But I have somewhere here tumbled rose quartz. But yeah, you can get that. Thank you. You're welcome. I made my first calming face sprays today. I make all kinds of stuff. Like as an esthetician, like all my stuff upstairs, I make my own body creams, body butters, my own shampoos, like everything I make myself. Yeah. Himalayan salt rocks. Yeah. So I have a Himalayan salt lamp back here. I have a selenite one here. I have a salt lamp room at my salon where I have over 100 salt lamps in there. But yes, I put them in my water, like my bath water. Can you... Organization, I'm not sure what that means or what that's part of. Every time I'm in a crystal shop, I always feel drawn to amethyst. So that's your body telling you that you need amethyst. I can always tell you what something is good for, but when you get to the store, and once again, guys, in my Crystal 101 workshop, it's only $22. If you're in Canada, email me or message me on Instagram for e-transfer. It is easiest to get a hold of me on Instagram. But it's only $22 and I promise you it's worth every penny, but we answer a lot of these questions. You're most welcome. What kind of tumbled water are you drinking? Oh, so in here is rose quartz, right? So I can change this out. So I can put whatever it is I'm drawn to. I actually usually always have fluorite in here or amethyst. But for some reason I was being called probably for the last few months to rose quartz. Yeah. Good for me to drink it. Good segue. Sorry for being rude. My son painted himself at the bottom of a stairway. My son painted himself at the bottom of a stairway to heaven. He was 8. Is that reality? Yeah, he probably remembers. Hoping you'll save this video so I can listen to it again. Yeah, I should. As long as it allows me to download. I have a whole bunch I have to do, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I think I have the way my booking site works is it books me a half an hour, but for some reason somebody booked in and I have an hour gap. So I might either come live or I might download that kind of stuff then. That sounds awesome. So Himalayan salts actually take any negativity out of there. They can actually clean your lungs. They help you sleep. There's all kinds. You can like Google. There is so many benefits to the Himalayan salt. Like I put it in my food. I don't use like white table salt. In my baths, I do a combination of Epsom, Dead Sea salt, and Himalayan salt in my bath water with some essential oils, always. All my scrubs are made with Himalayan salt. Yeah, so what's the best crystal used for manifestation? That is your aventurine, adventure-ine, I-N-E, but it's adventure, so you take the D out at the front, and it's green. What do you recommend doing when having mood swings and negative thoughts? Amethyst is going to help with the mood swings. It's going to help calm your anxiety because a lot of times your mood swings are anxiety and so are the negative thoughts. That's also judgment. So for judgment, amethyst, yeah, because a lot of times when you have a lot of judgment of yourself or fear of judgment of others, then you get headaches. And amethyst is actually good for helping with headaches too. So is there a difference between polished and unpolished crystals? Is any in particular better? So I prefer raw. And the reason why I prefer raw, and once again, we kind of go over this in my crystals class, but there is the bottom of a crystal and then there's a top of a crystal for, like, in this example, okay? And this is where the power comes out. Okay. But if it's tumbled, you have no idea where the top is or where the bottom is. So you don't know if you're directing energy in or if you're directing energy out. So I prefer like natural. But then again, I'm so incredibly drawn to orbs, which are polished. So it's all about intent and what you want to do with it. So I use my orbs for scrying, which is reading. And my raw crystals, I mostly, like, you can get pyrite tumbled, but why would you want to do that? Like, look at how sparkly this is, right? And a tumbled, I don't have a tumbled pyrite on my desk right now, but it's just very shiny. It's not beautiful. It's not sparkly, right? So it depends what you're called to. Sorry, is what real? Is what real? Is... Sorry, I'm not sure, Cotton Candy, what you're asking, if it's real. I got her black onyx and she keeps losing it. So that could just mean that it's maybe not what calls to her. I would do shungite instead of black onyx, or you could do smoky quartz or hematite. What's the best way to manifest? I like to write it down. Your words are magic. Your writing is intent. So that's my birthstone. Wow. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. So I buy these wholesale. I have stuff like this in my spa, but, I buy these wholesale and then I just buy the gems to put in the bottom. So I buy them empty, but it's just me. I always say I'm going to open up a spiritual store and, I haven't done that yet. So I have, like, my spa is Body Bliss Boutique, Beautiquue, because I wanted to have like a inner and outer beauty place. So I sell my candles there. I sell my resin. I sell these. But yeah, that's that. My lashes, yeah, I got them done. So they're a week old. But thank you. Thank you for the follows. Where did you get that water bottle? Yeah, so that's, to be honest, I bought 100 of them off of Alibaba so I could get the best price. And then I fill it myself with crystals. I don't sell anything online because it's so expensive. I don't sell enough to get like really good prices when it comes to shipping. I'd like to do that more, but for example, I make tea. I make blooming tea and I sell 5 buds of blooming tea for $15 in the salon, and I shipped it to Vaughan, which is like a 40-minute drive from my front door, and it cost me $16 Canadian, and I sell it for $15. So I made the mistake of saying free shipping, and it cost me more than she paid for the actual tea buds, and I didn't have the heart to tell her, so I just mailed it. I should have just driven it to her front door. You're most welcome. I have a lot of little bumps on my skin. What should you recommend to help to exfoliate? I would say salt, but like that is a lot of shame. That is, and so it's typically like on your arms, you're saying, like those little bumpies that you can get there, the KP there. I would recommend, they say to stay away from, gluten if you have that issue, and dairy. So, but I would book a private session because there's more to that spiritually. What crystal would be good for my son who has bullied badly but has anxiety when he sees the bullies? I would say something like a Smoky Quartz or, to protect against the negativity and to repel it. And then I would say amethyst to help calm the anxiety. Can you buy it on? What does loss of hair mean? We had a whole conversation, Madison, about this earlier, but it is judgment, self-condemnation of all your mistakes in the past. So depending on what causes it, I can dig into that even a little bit deeper. If I ever get to Canada, I'm totally checking your spot. Thank you. I should do an online store, but like I said, the shipping is so expensive. Yes, mail has gotten ridiculous all over. Unless you get Amazon Prime, it's really frustrating. Yeah, it's true. What crystal would be good for my son? We did that. You're most welcome. Okay, guys. Well, it is 12:18, 18 minutes past when I said I was going to come up. And I was only planning on coming on for half an hour. My spa is called Body Bliss Boutique. And if you're on, we don't have a TikTok, but if you're on Instagram, it is Body Bliss Whitby. WHITBY. That is my spa. I'm not that active on posting on there. I used to be really active, but COVID really made it hard. Like even right now, I'm only allowed 10 people in a spa, and that's 5 employees and 5 staff. I used to have a staff of 21, which means that we could have, okay, so one of them was reception. So 20 staff and 20 clients at a time. And I'm allowed 10 people in my building, but my bills have not gone down. So my friend that got a metaphysical store in Alaska, I still get stuff from her. Costs the same. Yeah, it's insane. Do online store, but say shipping is actually, yeah, but so if in that situation, you would have paid $15 for 5 tea buds and then $16 for shipping. Like, I feel like people aren't going to do that. So, I don't know. I'm not enough into that. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I just don't know that people would do that. That would pay that. And I feel guilty about that too, right? So, and especially something like this would be heavy, right? Even if it was empty, it's still heavy. So... And how much are you willing, like, at the end of the day, probably cost you $40 to buy, even empty, potentially, and then, like, $30 to ship it. Like, you can pay $70 for a water bottle. I don't know. I just feel like, when is the next sound bath? Maybe tomorrow night. Typically towards the middle of the week, my buddy calls me and says, I have not slept in 3 days. Can you talk me to sleep? And then he is very generous to say that he will pay me and allow me to go on TikTok live to do it. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I have a feeling I'll probably get a call from him. So that might happen tomorrow. But thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to do your manifesting today. And it's not still late. Thank you for thinking so. But yeah, anything on dark under eyes bags? I would say Riverstone, if you have any Riverstone, or like basically any crystal would be good, but really to help with inflammation and dark circles under the eyes. Honestly, I would say just something cold. First thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up, because what happens is you have the puffiness under here, right? And then as that depletes during the day, the water is replaced by blood. And if you think about it, when you bump your head, when you get a goose egg, right? It's a puff. And then as that goes down, it turns into a bruise. So the water gets replaced by blood, right? Because your body goes there to like heal whatever it is. So at the end of the day, as that puffiness is going down, it will turn into dark circles, right? So I always say something cold, but copper is really good for taking down inflammation and preventing bruises. So there's that. I appreciate your time and sleep. Yes, thank you. Yeah, tomorrow night probably. People will buy more than justify shipping costs. Yeah, I it, and it may work out in the end. I've also, somebody was recommending to me to do like a drop ship thing where it's like, because they say I should make t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that for like my saying, like, I'm healing, I'm healed. And I actually love that idea. I was actually thinking about it after that somebody said, can you make some t-shirts with your sayings on them? So I am healing, I am healed. And then the good thing about that too is that I was thinking, if you're wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm healing, I'm healed, you're wearing it with intention, but then anybody who reads it is reading it and saying that affirmation, I'm healing, I'm healed. And they're gonna be like, I'm healing, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's good. So then they're spreading that. So I thought that was kind of fun. So I might do something anyways, but apparently I can go onto a site and I can design the stuff and then you can go and purchase it, but then they print it and they share it and they send it to you and I don't have to do anything except for come up with the design. So tons of people buy merchandise from TikTok creators and pay shipping too. I know, I just feel bad about it. Like, I don't know. Because, and like I said, I wouldn't know. So would you be on hold for like a couple days while I figured out how much it would take to ship and cost to ship it to you? Like, I just feel like I don't do enough of it. But you never know. You never know. That might be the way things go because I love it. I actually want to buy a Glowforge. I have so many ideas. I can't show you my phone, but on the back of my phone, here's another one I created actually, but it's too thick. So I have to actually fix it because, you know, for charging plates and stuff like that for your phone. So this is one here. It's kind of like the Argonite. So it's got the spiral on the back here. It's got your different levels. It's got amethyst in here and clear quartz. And then on this side, I actually kind of set it on fire with a candle by accident. So you're not going to be able to see. It's going to look disgusting, but it's melted. But I have like a gold sticker on here and it's a charging plate, right? So I figured if I could, it's too thick. I'd have to make it half of the size, but to stick on the back of your phone on your pop socket, right? So this is one that I was going to make, but then my phone dropped and I never finished it, but like something like that. So you have this and it's protecting you and it's charging and it's helping you to manifest, but I think it has to be thinner than this. So I have to, it's true. People will have to, that's good. I have a t-shirt supplier if you want. Yeah, you never know. So what happens though, is that these places, you design it and then you would order it. Like I would just give you the link and then you buy it, but then they make it for me and send it to you. So I don't have to worry about anything. I just have to, yeah, they take care of all that stuff. So anyways, but this is stuff that I do for fun for me, right? But then it was too fat. So I never ever attached it. And then I dropped my phone and it got all cracked. And so yeah, so that is like that. So it would go like that, but it has the spiral and everything. So it's like the tower that I made, but it's just smaller. And my phone that I have on here actually has a rose quartz on the back with a flower of life on it. So one never knows. I have all these ideas and then I buy everything to do it. And then I do it for like an amount of time and then I stop. And then I come back to it because somebody asked for it. So it is good to see recurring angel numbers. It is. It means you're on the right path and that the message is coming through. So, but okay, guys, it is now 12:25. I love you all. I hope you all have a most magical day. I hope you're all on the path for manifesting. And I will likely see you guys tomorrow night sometime. What time? So tomorrow, I think I have readings until 9 p.m. So sometime after that. I hope I wish, 69 on the clock. So don't forget, that just reminded me. And look, it was 19.1, which is 369. And today was 369. Sorry, I get so excited, guys, for real. I hope you guys can see that. Literally 191. So 19.1 thousand likes. Thank you. It just went to 2. And then it was 69. So 9 plus 2 is, oh no, it doesn't work out, does it? Oh, now it does. 9 plus 3, no. Why can't I say that? It's clearly too tired. I'm clearly too tired. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you. My brain is shutting off. So I hope you all have a most wonderful day. Sleep well, dream lots, manifest lots, and know that you are creating your life. You are literally creating your life. You're doing it. You've got this. I wish you all the best. Big forehead kiss. And sleep well. Ciao for now.